We will now pass on to problems from exercise 4.1. Problem number 1. Find all the values of x such that minus 10 pi less than or equal to x less than or equal to pi and sin x is equal to 0. So we have to find the values of x satisfying these two conditions. So what do you know the solution for sin x is equal to 0? We know that x is equal to n pi, where n belongs to the set of integers. So that is the solution for sin x is equal to 0. Now combined with minus 10 pi less than or equal to x less than or equal to 10 pi, we have in the place of n minus 10 and this side here 10. So therefore minus 10 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 10. So that will be the values of x satisfying these two conditions. Next, subdivision 2, find all the values of x such that minus 8 pi less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8 pi and sin x is equal to minus 1. So here sin x is equal to minus 1, we all know the solution. X is equal to 4n minus 1 into pi by 2. How? You know that sin pi by 2 is 90, sin 90 is 1 and sin of minus theta will be equal to minus sin theta. So sin of, when you put n is equal to 0, 4 into 0, 0, minus 1, minus 1 into pi by 2. So minus 1 into pi by 2 will be minus pi by 2. So sin of minus pi by 2 will be what? Minus sin pi by 2, which is equal to minus 1. Okay. So therefore, this condition is satisfied for all values of n such that n is equal to 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 and plus 4. So when you substitute these values, you get x is equal to minus pi by 2 when n is equal to 0. When n is equal to 1, you have 4 into 1, 4 minus 1 which is 3. So 3 pi by 2. Similarly for all other values of n, we get x values to be minus pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. When you substitute these values, you get these. X is equal to 11 pi by 2 and then x is equal to 15 pi by 2. Similarly, when you put n is equal to minus 1, you will get 4 into minus 1 minus 4 minus 1. So minus 4 minus 1 will be minus 5. So minus 5 pi by 2. Similarly, minus 9 pi by 2 and minus 13 pi by 2 also you will get. Is it okay? When you put n is equal to minus 2, you will get 4 into minus 2, minus 8. Minus 8 minus 1 will be minus 9. So minus 9 pi by 2. Similarly, when n is equal to the next value 3, 4 3s, minus 3, you will get 4 into minus 3, minus 12. Minus 12 minus 1 will be minus 13 pi by 2. So these are the values of x satisfying these conditions. Next, problem number 2. Find the period and amplitude of y is equal to sin 7x. We have learnt that if y is equal to a sin bx, when it is of the form a sin bx, the amplitude is nothing but modulus of a and the period is nothing but 2 pi by mod b. So this is the formula that you should know to find the amplitude and period. So when you have the form y is equal to a sin bx, your amplitude is equal to modulus of a. What is your a here? A is equal to 1. So if you don't have here anything, it is 1. So a, in the place of a you have 1. So modulus of 1 will be equal to 1. So the amplitude for this function will be 1. And what about period? It is 2 pi by mod b. So 2 pi by, what is b here? B is equal to 7. So b is equal to 7. So 2 pi by mod 7, which is equal to 2 pi by 7, which is the amplitude and period of this function. Similarly, you can go to the second subdivision. Find the amplitude and period of the function y is equal to minus sin 1 by 3x. So what do you have here also in the place of a? It is nothing means minus 1. So here a is equal to minus 1 and sin bx. So what is b? 1 by 3. So you know the formula for amplitude, it is modulus of a. So modulus of minus 1 which is equal to 1. And period is, the formula is 2 pi by mod b. So 2 pi by modulus of 1 by 3. But how do you write 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 3 as into reciprocal? So into 3 by 1. So 2 pi by 3 by 1 or it is 2 pi into 3 which is equal to 6 pi. So the period of this function is 6 pi and the amplitude is 1. Now we will pass on to problem number 3. We are asked to sketch the graph. Problem number 3 is to sketch the graph of y is equal to sine 1 by 3x for x lying between 0 and 6 pi. So what is the amplitude here? A is 1 and B, what is B here? 1 by 3. So the amplitude is mod A, which is mod 1 is equal to 1 and the period is 2 pi by mod B. So 2 pi by 1 by 3, again multiplying by its reciprocal. Division is nothing but multiplying by reciprocal. So 2 pi into 3 by 1. So 2 pi into 3 by 1 will be what? 2 pi into 3 which is equal to 6 pi. Now you know what is the meaning of amplitude and period. What is amplitude? Amplitude is the maximum distance of the graph from the x-axis. So here the amplitude is 1. So maximum distance of the graph from the x-axis. So this is your x-axis. So maximum distance is this. So this distance is 1. So the graph has to be drawn like this from the origin, because from 0 we start and then it reaches the maximum height, that is distance, which is 1 because amplitude is 1. And then what do you mean by period? Period is the distance required for the function to complete one full cycle. What is period? Period is the distance required for the function to complete one full cycle. So we start from 0 and then one full cycle is this, again coming back. That distance is nothing but 6 pi. So therefore the graph must be how? Starting from 0 reaches the maximum height from the x-axis, which is 1, and then again sine 3 pi, which is 0, and then it comes down, the minimum value will be minus 1 for sine, and then again for 6 pi, because sine 6 pi is 0, sine n pi is 0. So this is how the graph for the function is drawn. For the function y is equal to sine 1 by 3x is this. Is that okay? Next, problem number 4. Find the value of sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. So sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. We know sine inverse of sine x is equal to x if the value lies in the interval, closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So sine inverse of sine x or theta, whatever it is equal to theta if theta belongs to the closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So here we have 2 pi by 3. Sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3 is asked, but 2 pi by 3 is not in this interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Is it not? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 means minus 90 to plus 90. What is 2 pi by 3? 2 into 60. Pi by 3 is 60 because pi radian is 180. So pi by 3 is 60, 2 into 60 will be 120. So 120 is not in this interval between minus 90 and plus 90. So we have to rewrite this 2 pi by 3. How can we write 2 pi by 3 as? Can you not write sine 180 minus theta? Because sine 180 minus theta you have learnt in 11th standard. Sine 180 minus theta is in the second quadrant. 180 minus means it is in the second quadrant. So second quadrant sine will be positive. So sine 180 minus theta, that is pi by 3, is sine theta, which is sine pi by 3. Now sine inverse of sine pi by 3. Now pi by 3 is in the interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Is it not? Pi by 3 is 60. So between minus 90 and plus 90, your 60 degree will lie. So therefore, sine inverse of sine pi by 3, you can apply that formula. Sine inverse of sine theta is equal to theta. So now theta, in the place of theta, what do you have? Pi by 3. So that will be equal to pi by 3. Therefore, the value of sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3 is equal to pi by 3, which belongs to the closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Is that okay?